Today, we're diving into one of the darkest chapters of modern history. How the Nazi regime escalated from persecution to systematic genocide through the creation of death camps.
Yeah, and that shift really accelerated after the invasion of the Soviet Union in 1941, right?
Exactly. Operation Barbarossa wasn't just a military move, it opened vast new territories for Nazi occupation and brutal policies.
I've read that the Einsatzgruppen played a terrifying role on the Eastern Front. These weren't just soldiers, they were mobile death squads.
Right. And they followed the army's advance, executing civilians, mostly Jews, in mass shootings. The massacre at Babi Yar is one of the most infamous examples. Over 33,000 people killed in just 2 days.
That number is chilling. And meanwhile, they were also forcing Jews into ghettos in the East, cramming them into disease-ridden areas.
Yes, ghettos were the first step, segregation and dehumanization. But the real turning point came in January 1942 with the Wannsee Conference.
That's where top Nazi officials like Heydrich and Eichmann planned the logistics of the so-called final solution, right?
Spot on. They shifted from mass shootings to something horrifyingly more efficient: death camps.
And those camps weren't just extensions of labor camps. They were built specifically for extermination. Auschwitz, Treblinka, Sobibor, Belzec.
Auschwitz became the most notorious. Gas chambers became the standard method of killing, industrial-scale murder. It's hard to even grasp.
And the system was so chillingly organized. Jews from France, Germany, the Netherlands, all deported by train. The death trains.
Most people never made it past the arrival platform. Many were gassed immediately.
And it wasn't just Jews. The Romani, disabled people, Slavs, political prisoners, they were all targets too.
The genocide of the Romani Porajmos is often overlooked, but it was just as brutal.
Amidst all that horror, it's incredible that there was still resistance. In Auschwitz, in Treblinka, people fought back.
The Warsaw Ghetto Uprising especially stands out. It was crushed, but it showed unbelievable courage.
And in some camps, prisoners sabotaged equipment, smuggled out messages, even attempted escapes. That takes unimaginable guts.
Meanwhile, the world was slow to react. Even when news of the camp started leaking out in the early 1940s, most governments hesitated.
It wasn't until the Allies started liberating the camps in 1945 that the full horror came to light. The images, mass graves, skeletal survivors, it shocked the world.
And still shocks us today. The scale, the systematic cruelty. It forces us to reckon with what humans are capable of.
It also makes you reflect on resistance, however small, as a form of dignity. Even in the darkest places, people found ways to fight back.
Absolutely. And remembering these stories is how we prevent history from repeating itself.
So here's a question to leave you with. In the face of overwhelming oppression, what would resistance look like today?
And more importantly, would we recognize the warning signs soon enough?